afternoon, good night, wherever you are. I hope it's going well on this Saturday. Shout out to everybody. Thanks to the support. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. Thanks for helping us grow, you guys. Thanks for any new members who are shining light into our shadow ban here. Once again, 99 cents per question if you're not a member. And if you are a member, right, ask as many questions as you like on this Saturday. Shout out to everybody. Happy New Year. Much love to everyone. What's up, Jeffrey Mix? Good to see you. You got a blue wrench, my man. You've been supporting. Shout out to you, Jeffrey Mix. I remember you. There you go. Happy New Year to you, buddy. You got a blue wrench. Blue Foundation, what's up with everyone? How you doing, man? Good to see you, El Prey. Whoa, excuse me. Once again, guys, not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community. And I'm so grateful to the best community jumping in on this Saturday noon stream over here on the west side. Hopefully on the east side, you guys are doing well too. El Prey in the house, Jeffrey Mix in the house, Silver Days in the house, Tim Shea in the house, My JR in the house. Who else do we got? Bradley in the house, Mo Zerps in the house. Good to see you guys. Much love. Getting them faux rewards, exactly, Sam. Daily. Easily. Just freaking, we're going to own that supply, brother. We're going to own that whole supply. It's just what it is, Sam. They don't know what they're doing, so they're going to allow us to have the whole supply. It just is what it is at this point. Guys, shout out to everybody jumping in and supporting. Thanks for hitting the like. Thanks to any new members. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. Helping us grow, helping us break this shadow ban. We're going to give them no choice, without a doubt. Thanks for hitting start earning Bitcoin on your EMBER app if you guys are using the EMBER app. Thanks for using our referral code to the EMBER app if you're downloading the EMBER app today. It's in the description below. And we got some new stuff in the description below here, guys. We got some XPX wallet addresses there. If anybody wants to sprinkle some XPX our way, we have our native XPX and our Binance smart contract address. So we have two different addresses there, depending on the type of XPX that you have, whether it's native or the BNB style XPX. I mean, that's a 000 crypto, so easy to send small amounts of that digital asset. If you guys want to send us a little bit of coffee money in XPX, the big star, the Sirius MX wallet doing its thing, right? We also got, I think that's it. Let me see what else. We haven't added our Lobster yet. We're going to add Lobster sometime soon. But I think we got some other addresses that are in there, but appreciate everybody. And we also got our Coinbase ID, of course, and we got our, what else do we got? Nice to see them. Oh, we got our USDC, base USDC address in there for anybody who wants to send us coffee money in base USDC. Nice to see some green after the year of consolidating, without a doubt, Bradley. I mean, you know, it's a relief rally. We got relief rallies like this during the year too, but it's, you know, are we just going to continue going down to newer lows? Or is this the beginning of the relief, right? Relief rally should be nice, right? Getting at least 50% probably in, right? Hell, if you were buying 007 Dragon Chain, right? You were freaking bullish while everybody was scared as hell at 007 Dragon Chain. You made a nice little return of it going back up to close to a penny right now, right? Very nice little return. Not a full 2x just yet, but dang, dude, it goes to a penny 4. You got a nice little 2x right there out of that short-term trade. We got deep reds to share with you guys on this Saturday. So grateful to everybody. We got new crypto. I mean, not a very new crypto, but one to kind of highlight a little bit from cryptos. It's a crypto we've talked about before, but we need to talk about it a little bit more. This one's looking like a very, very good opportunity here. Very excited to talk about this crypto. We got about 7 deep reds or 6 deep reds in total here to talk about. There's not many cryptos that are red across the board anymore, guys. We start going into some greens. We start celebrating with some of the Blue Foundation here in terms of us just buying deep reds all across the board and finally making some green, like Bradley is saying here, right? So I'm so grateful to everybody's support on this Saturday. Man, the viewership is tough on us right now on this noon stream. I have no clue why. Is the video quality good? Is the sound quality good? I certainly hope so. Maybe if we shift it, I don't know. Maybe we got to start doing horizontal videos, right? Maybe the vertical ain't working for us anymore. But anyways, let's start off in some breads, guys. We still got blue roses at about a penny right here. Sure, it's been making some green in the past 24 hours or in the past hour or so, but Blue Rose, Oasis Network, privacy focused, smart contract and execution divided in the consensus. That's very unique. The Blue Rose is a Blue Rose in blockchain, and a Blue Rose in nature is an anomaly, right? We got the Blue Rose doing some things, privacy focused, AI focused, part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, right? Can do decentralized recovery of assets. Enterprises are going to find that very appealing, especially with its AI and privacy that it's providing. Interesting smart contracts, natively private smart contracts. That's going to be fantastic. The smart contracts separated from the execution layer, allowing for very high compute and throughput in transactions. Very excited to see where they've been keeping this one quiet, y'all. They've been keeping the Blue Rose very, very quiet, but it's a sneaky one. XRPL knows it. HBAR knows it. Algorand knows it. ADA knows it. The founding members of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance know that Rose is legit and what it's doing. So at a penny, negative 87% down, 10 billion supply. Probably the easiest it'll ever be to get 1,000 of these and put them to work and staking them and just building up little roses, little petals, blue petals of blue roses right here, without a doubt. We still got TIBBIR at 17 cents with a billion supply in stealth mode still, right? Enjoying the days of stealth on this freaking beast, right? The agentic permissions layer. Can't wait to see what a bull cycle is going to do for the frog on our shoulder right here. We got our two blue dragons making some good gains from the 007 ranges, but still at 009, still looking like a tremendous value here. Not very big fan of chasing green though. Who knows, right? We could still have a major dump ahead of us, and these could go back into the deep reds. But hey, man, this thing is already, this is already still deep red, right? On the yearly, on the 90-day, right? Sub a penny to get blue dragons of a 433 million supply. Not bad, not bad at all. Got blue bricks at around 008 now. Good to see blue bricks making a little bit of a recovery here, but still sub a penny. Easy to get 1,000 blue bricks, right? Can't stake it yet. Can't do DeFi with it necessarily just yet. The way I do DeFi through the Stellar ecosystem is with FO and with Dogstar, right? Dogstar pays out hourly. If you do liquidity pools of Dogstar with XLM, liquidity pools of Dogstar with Dogstar with Aqua, right? Liquidity pools of Dogstar with USDC. FO has a very high percentage payout for those who are doing liquidity pools with FO and USDC. Sometimes they switch it up, and sometimes the FO XLM pool is making some really big gains. Hell, they added new pairs. They added new fiat pairs, right? They're still active. So getting those rewards from FO and Dogstar, I start turning them into blue bricks, right? I turn them into blue bricks daily with the Dogstar rewards. I'll turn them into lumens, little Saturns, some Saturn Stroops, right? Can't wait for XLM DeFi to be taken off, man. It's going to be exciting to see where XLM DeFi goes with Sorobon now almost 2 years old or about 2 years old, right? More development picking on up. I think Sorobon's about to come and make a name for itself in competition with, Solana, with Avalanche. I mean, Solana and Avalanche still got, a big lead, right? But I think Stellar's going to start catching up. I think the Cosmos ecosystem is going to be one of the big gainers, right? That whole Cosmos ecosystem is undervalued, you guys. Nowhere to be seen in the deep reds, though, so they're starting to make some gains. That's good. Yeah, Stellar DeFi is going to be huge, without a doubt. Without a doubt. People sleeping on Stellar in general. People just disrespecting Stellar. Disrespecting XRPL. XRPL took the top spot, or reclaimed the 3 spot from Binance today. XRPL is coming back, guys. Watch out. That XRPL and XLM, the Pepsi and Coca-Cola of the new financial system, the Pepsi and Coca-Cola of the settlement layers, right? The most valuable layer in our 9-layer stack, our 10-layer stack, right? Our 22-layer stack, the most valuable one, the one that's going to draw the most volume, most utility constantly, will be the settlement layer. And it has to be a blockchain-based settlement layer. There's no way around it. It can't be anything else other than blockchain. That is the official settlement layer of this new financial system. And we already know the one that was geared towards settlement since day one. The retail settlement layer, Stellar. The remittance settlement layer, right? The global standard settlement layer, XRPL. You got XDC for trade finance. You got XPX doing its thing for enterprises and permission and permissionless settlement, right? Including a full stack technology right here. Still in the triple zeros for XPX. By the way, we got our XPX address in the description below if anybody wants to send some XPX love, right? Easy to send 1,000, right? You could send micropayments of this freaking digital asset. Love it. Gotta love it, right? Yeah, FO is going to be, I stack the FO. Dude, I just keep building up passive rewards. At this point, I'm happy with my FO, but whatever I'm getting on top of it, I'm getting ready to cash out when we get to that bull cycle. And if FO starts launching, man, I won't have to worry about any of my blue chips, right? I won't have to worry about any of my blue chips. You see how small the supply of FO is? It's tiny, y'all. That supply of FO is like, what, 22 million or something like that? It's a small freaking supply. I know Sam knows that. He loves his small supply cryptos. He loves freaking accumulating some quant, accumulating some FO, right? Martin in the house. What's up, Martin? Appreciate you jumping on in. Dude, Martin, you got a blue wrench on the new year. Man, you've been doing some great things. Appreciate your support to the channel. Asking questions, right? Now that we do the 99 cent per question thing, Blue Crew is scared to ask questions. They're just saying statements now. Martin's not scared. Tim Shea in the house. Stellar DeFi be huge. Yeah, without a doubt. Excited for Stellar DeFi. All good. Yeah, I'm happy to see that the video and audio is all good, guys. Appreciate that support. But yeah, new member here. What is Rix? I don't see your green giant label right there, Rix. Under your name. You got to be a green giant. I don't see, usually for your name, if it's Rix 2099, it would say, it would show that you're green, right? That's how I know you're a green giant. Or you would have a green giant emblem next to your name right there. Maybe you used it under a different account, Rix. Maybe a different YouTube account has the green giant. It's got to be the green giant that has the, you know, you got to have the green giant emblem next to your name. You could be a gray who's just trying to work it, right? I got to see the account that you used to get the membership that has the, you see all the green giant logos next to some of these people's names? Some of them are, you know, love the blue wrench life. So they have the blue wrench over it, but they have like a Hulk logo, a green giant, Jolly Green Giant logo next to their name. Those are green giants right there. Those are members. Some of them have little tiny green giants, little baby green giants. Some of them still got their interledger egg that they got to crack out of. Moonfeather Rising in the house. What's up, Moonfeather? Appreciate you jumping on in. Lizard King in the house. Sorry about it, Rix. I'll answer the question, though, man, if you just log into the account that has the membership, or if you just sign up for even a tiny green giant. Just a new sub. Got it, Rix. Just a new sub. All good, man. It's 99 cents for a question, super chat question, or you can sign up to be, you know, a green giant, any level of green giant. You can ask as many questions as you want, man. If you just be, yeah, you know, since you're a green giant, you can ask as many as you want. You don't even have to worry about the 99 cent. I appreciate the sentiment, though, and I appreciate the question, man. I definitely would love to answer it for you. You know, just got to get that, sorry, just being really strict on it in 2026. Been doing this for 9 years, right? 10-year crypto journey, 9-year streaming journey, doing things for free, basically for a good while. Never asking for likes, always being grateful, saying thank you for the like, thank you for the sub, thank you for the memberships, thank you for the donations, right? Blue Crew, Blue Foundation, everybody watching, doing things because they actually want to do it, because they actually want to support the channel and help it grow, not because they're being forced to or being told to. Once again, I'll never tell you what to do. I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not a pro trader. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and so I'm happy and grateful that you guys understand the situation. Sam, sorry, man. You're a sub, dude, so you got to ask the question, brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys want to know the type of movies I've been looking into or anything, man, I appreciate it. Martin in the house for your hard work. Guys, can we hit the like on Martin's little donation there, man? Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. I got a great crypto to Sam, I'm sorry to be so strict even on the blue wrenches, man. I wish I could give unlimited questions to blue wrenches, but we have, we have so many blue wrenches, and it would be hard for me to like say, okay, you get one question per stream, blue wrenches. It would be hard for me to keep track of if they asked a question. Maybe we could do that, one question per stream for a blue wrench, but it would just be hard for me to keep track, man. Shout out to El Prey. Much love to you, El Prey. Thanks for the support, my dude. Thanks for the genuine support, guys. I appreciate it. Much love to all of y'all. But Sam, hey, man, Sam, I might just even talk about it, right, myself throughout the stream. So your question may be answered, right? Moonfeather, 9 years, yeah. It's a blue wrench world. It's a blue wrench world, man, filled with green giants coming around as well. But guys, we got some more deep reds, and I want to talk about this crypto that we want to highlight for today's stream. I'm very excited about the potential of this project, especially at such a low cap crypto, extremely low cap crypto. Interesting tech, very interesting tech, very appealing here, and been seeing it grow. And I'm very excited to bring it up with you guys, but let's go through some of the deep reds here. And once again, can we hit the like on those donations? I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Martin. Thank you so much, El Prey. Martin becoming a member of Mini G. He's going to Mini G status. He's jumping over that Tiny G status, going for Mini G right here. Shout out to you, Martin. I know Martin's got a lot of questions, man. I know Martin's got a lot of questions to ask, without a doubt. Abe in the house looking fresh, G. Yeah, dude. New year, new me. Let's freaking go. New setting, new time, new vibe. Let's go. Trying to stream more. Trying to hang out with the Blue Foundation more. Trying to talk about DLT and crypto and trying to keep it crypto as much as possible. Speaking of crypto, yeah, guys, can we welcome the new green giant? You got your little interledger egg, my man. Your journey has begun. As the months go by, you'll break out of that interledger egg, have a little tiny green giant, right? A little baby green giant in there who grows and grows and grows. Maybe you'll be Hulk status one day, like Tim Shea Crypto over here. Love seeing that Hulk block of green right there, man. That's awesome. Shout out to you. Yes, green giants welcoming. The green giant's welcoming. Look at the little baby green giant right here, or the teenage green giant that we have from Michael Parks. Shout out to you. So we talked about Rose. Blue Rose is at a penny, you guys. 10 billion supply, still in the deep reds. This crypto is highly undervalued, not spoken of, very, very quiet, right? But part of that Decentralized Recovery Alliance can do what enterprises are looking for, and that's decentralized recovery of assets, privacy, AI, Oasis protocol, Oasis network. Very excited for the Blue Rose at a penny. Can't wait to see what a blue, what a blue bull cycle will do. Gotta love it. We got Chris Has Issues coming in on this morning. Shout out to you, Green Giant. Chris Has Issues. He's full on Green Giant status right now. He's in the Jolly Green Giant phase, man. You keep sticking to it, Chris Has Issues. You'll be a Hulk in no time, man. Good to see you. Mo Zerp's in the house. Let's go. Not so much questions today. I think you just deserve it. Shout out to you, Martin. Hey, let me know, Martin, if you want me to remove the blue wrench and then that you look completely green like our green giants here. Let me know if you want that. Since you're a green giant now, you can look green or blue in the chat. What do you prefer? Let me know. I just learned about the order of the Blue Rose. Now looking closely at Rose Oasis. Oh my gosh, I got to look into that. I haven't really done too much esoteric research, actually, into the Blue Rose. I've done the subliminal research, right, where movies have mentioned Blue Rose a good amount of times, right? You've seen covers of films with Blue Roses. Hell, Ready Player One, where do they play? In the Oasis, right? They play in the Oasis in Ready Player One. Right? There's I Know Who Killed Me with Lindsay Lohan. The cover of that poster is a blue rose. In Twin Peaks, a very popular TV show, right? Rest in peace to David Lynch, an awesome, very heady, very dreamlike, very surreal type of TV show. Amazed that that show even got like airing, really, especially the return seasons that they did a handful of years ago, right? They talk about the importance of the blue rose. The blue rose is an anomaly. It's an otherworldly thing in that show. Just watch Startup GenCoin. GenCoin, interesting. Just learned about the Order of the Blue Rose. Now looking closely at, guys, and also if you guys want me to do specific research into a crypto, right? It just requires a 99-cent donation and I'll look into it or something. If you guys want me to look into a new crypto that maybe I haven't heard of or anything like that, just at the base, we're just trying to, keep this thing rolling, keep this thing going. I want to quit one of my jobs this year. That is the ultimate goal. That's what's going to help me do it, right? But now Sam, I'll give you a bone since you're a blue wrench man. I'll give you a bone. I'll give you a bone, dude. You want me to look into GenCoin? I got you, right? But that's also a part of the new way, right? So GenCoin, got you. All right, I'll do it for you, Sam, because I know I've known you for a good bit, man. I'll do it for you, dude. And I love your style. I love the QNT. I like the faux love, right? So shout out to you. Got to learn about the Order of the Blue Rose. I want to check that one out. Order of the Blue Rose. All right, here we go. So we got Blue Rose, obviously. Penny, negative 87% down, still on the year, 10 billion supply. We go to XPL. Plasma's starting to get into some deep reds. This is still a new kid on the block. There's no year's worth of information on this, but 78% down in the past 90 days. I'm not sure about the total supply of this crypto. I don't know if it's in the billions, but so far what Live Coin Watch shows me is 115 million for XPL Plasma at 18 cents. So very interested to see where XPL and Plasma is going to go. I don't mind chipping away, getting a handful of these X's, right? And seeing the direction it's going. If it goes lower, I'll be accumulating. I'm very excited to see where Plasma is going to go. This thing came out during the bear cycle. We have no clue what bullish sentiment will do for XPL Plasma, but at 18 cents, starting to look pretty interesting, especially with that 115 million supply. That could be the circulating supply for all I know. If you guys know what the true total supply is, please let me know. We go to Hashpack. Hashpack can provide decentralized recovery. It's the premier wallet of the HBAR ecosystem. It's at 007, negative 85% down, 1 billion supply, right? So we're going to flip the switch on Hashpack at this point. We've been talking about this thing when it was at a penny. Now it's sub a penny. They're giving us more opportunities at this billion supply. Blue Foundation's going to take it over, like we're going to take over the whole freaking crypto space. We're going to flip it on freaking February 17th, Chinese New Year. Let's freaking go. Annular solar eclipse. Pack. You could stake your pack too. You can convert it into XPack, right? And start staking your pack, making it work for you, building up back rewards, and then cashing them out during this bull cycle when HBAR starts freaking rocketing. Right, dude, we got an HBAR ETF. You got a lot of big money that it was investing in XRPL going into HBAR as well, going into the DREC Alliance, right? The Decentralized Recovery Alliance, right? Just shared your live on X. Shout out to you, Moonfeather. Pretty soon, if we're able to build up enough monthly income through the stream, right? We get about maybe 100 on average, right? A month from our streams here. If we're able to get to the level of about maybe $300 a month, right? Or $400 a month, I'll pay for the yearly of the StreamYard, right? So then we can go back to the StreamYard days, right? Where I have little clips that we can play, right? Little fun clips that we can play in between the streams. I could open it up to more conversations, bringing people on and having conversations, being able to bring a handful of people, a group of people, right? We could do group talks weekly, right? So as we start, hopefully this new way starts building up some of that monthly income for us, and then we could start bringing in some StreamYard. We could do multiple live streams to multiple outputs. We could do a YouTube output. We could do X output, right? Really try to get more exposure for the show. So very excited to see where that goes. But right now, for now, the StreamYard monthly is a little bit too expensive for my taste. But if we start building up a little bit more as we go along, and I think we can do it definitely sooner rather than later. Hopefully before February 17th, that would be, before the Chinese New Year, that would be amazing. To start having multiple streams of output going into X, doing X lives, doing YouTube lives simultaneously. I hate that StreamYard is doing this because they used to do this for free, but now they charge pretty big because they have a lot of people using it, and it makes sense. It's like, that's what you got to do, right? That's what you got to do. And I understand that. So We'll wait till we can afford that monthly consistently and it's not affecting us too much. But for right now, we'll just keep doing YouTube until we can do some StreamYard and then do multiple outputs. We used to do this, by the way, guys. I know there's a lot of new viewers and a lot of new blue wrenches and new members to the channel. But if you look at any of our old lives, we used to do Streamlabs, we used to do StreamYard, right? Do multiple outputs to multiple streams, right? Have show you guys charts on the stream. Like, we're trying to get back to that, where we're in a studio, a nice mic, sharing screens, sharing the charts, sharing the deep reds. We're trying to build up back to that. We're trying to build this blue castle, right? StreamYard is dope. I use it all the time. And now after your live ends, their AI makes shorts to post. Yeah, exactly. And they do more shorts to post on YouTube, which helps us tremendously, right? Because a lot of people want to see more shorts from us because they can't tune into our lives, right? Abe in the house, dude. I wish I could answer your question, man. I don't mean to be so strict, but now it's at least 99 cents per question on the stream. And I do like your question, man. I do have some thoughts on Supra and Monad, but it just requires a 99-cent donation, man, from here on out for the rest of the year. I don't mind reminding people because it's something so new, but we've been doing this for 9 years, right? We've been doing this for 9 years, just answering all questions that people would have and doing all these things, right? And we're not, I want to quit one of these jobs. This is the reason why I'm doing this. I want to quit one of these jobs so I can spend more time with the Blue Foundation, spend more time with you guys, right? So Hashpack card incoming. Dude, that's exciting too for the Hashpack in card, man. Sorry, G. I mean, I watched a television series called Startup, and it's about a cryptocurrency called Gencoin. Interesting. Interesting. What streaming channel is this on, Sam? Do I have to donate 99 cents if I have a question to you guys? What streaming channel is this on? I got to write that down. Appreciate sharing the live on X here, you guys. Order of the Blue Rose is connected to Hermeticism and Melchizedek and the Magdalene lineage, which I'm almost certain that Princess Diana was part of, which she's still alive. 100. Oh, man. So it's on Netflix and watched it. Nice, dude. Okay, so maybe we have to get a free Netflix subscription for a month just to freaking, what's it called? To binge that, right? I shared on X2. Appreciate that, Tim Shea. Can you please check Energy Trade Token on the Hashpack? I know there's Energy Web Token as well. Maybe you can find out if it's good. Yeah, I got you, Martin. I got you, man. Thanks for the question. Thanks for being a green giant. Appreciate that. Energy Trade Token. Yeah, we'll see how it's on Hashpack, right? You said Hashpack, or it's in the HBAR ecosystem. Okay. Once again, give me a few streams to look these over. Any of these new suggestions, right? Give me a few streams worth at least to finally get to answering those. But as we keep going down, we got 2 more deep reds, and then we got the highlight crypto that I want to talk about to you guys. We talked about Rose, we talked about XPL, we talked about PAC. Right now we got NIM, NYM, partnered with XX Network. XX Network's one of our deep red penny cryptos right there. XX Network partnered with NYM. NYM is a decentralized blockchain that is focused on VPN services. This is kind of like what DVPN or P2P is doing in the Cosmos ecosystem, right? But you got strong privacy coming out with NYM, private focused VPN right here with XX Network. Partnered with them. Very excited to see what NYM NIM is going to do. 3 cents, 1 billion supply, guys. So that means we can get whole numbers of a very relatively low supply crypto, not have to think about it again, and see what ends up happening here with NIM and XX's collaboration and partnership. We got SGB at 002, negative 78% down, 19 billion supply. SGB is at the peak of our deep reds here, guys. SGB at 002 is red across the board still. Completely red across the board still. Negative 78% down, 19 billion supply. I'm excited to see where SGB is going to go. And holy cow, man, we can get 2,000 of these easily. 20,000. I don't know how easy it is for some. But damn, dude, SGB, the songbird, is getting ready to rise. Love seeing in the deep reds while other cryptos are going. I'm excited to see what type of percentages we can get in relief rally for SGB. Maybe go to, dude, if we go to 004, that's an easy 2x, right? Easy 2x. We go to 20 cents for SGB. Holy cow. Holy cow, that's a 100x right there. Right? Keeping my eye on Solo, it's at 14 cents. When XRP moves, so does Solo, and Solo moves hard. Solo moves hard, right? We love Sologenic and Corium at these cheap prices because they both have very low supply. 14 cents for 500 million Sologenic. That is absurd, you guys. Sologenic's got a part to play here with the XRPL. It's been one of the earliest contributors to the XRPL. It is going to benefit massively. Sologenic's got their DEX, their active DEX. Dude, and ever since that DEX became active, it's been in a bear cycle, right? It's been in a bear cycle, right? So it's been bearish momentum for Sologenic. And at 14 cents, it's absolutely amazing, dude. We got to see this thing go from 10 cents to $6 freaking dollars in a short span of time, right? So I'm excited to see where Sologenic's going to go with 14 freaking cents. Holy cow. Hope a $1 SHX this year or the next. I'm excited for that too, Sam. I'm excited to see where SHX is going to continue to grow, man. We got some, you know, hey, it's a 2030 plus world that they're trying to build here. So the end of the journey of what we've been going through is in 2028. But hey, we could still ride off some speculation. We could still ride off some speculation, man. We know crypto can do well in speculation without a doubt. Right? All right, guys. Appreciate everybody jumping on in. Thanks for hitting the like. Thanks for any new members. Thanks for any new subscribers to the channel. And thanks for hitting start earning Bitcoin on your EMBER app. And thanks for checking out the description below to any more ways that you guys could help. I am grateful. So we talked about the deep reds. Moving on. We got Naoris. Let's talk about Naoris. N-A-O-R-I-S protocol. Naoris. Cryptographically aligned with NIST standards, top tier post-quantum resistant crypto, right? Very high standards of technology that this crypto has. They don't do proof of work. They don't do proof of stake. They do proof of security. They use AI swarm technology to make everything a validator in the ecosystem. And using AI, using the Naoris token, they're able to validate the ecosystem and enhance the ecosystem and evolve the ecosystem, making it a living, adaptive blockchain. Naoris has very much Saturn symbolism as well. Naoris is 4 billion supply, 3 cents, and only 90 days old, or at least on Live Coin Watch. That's what it's shown. Negative 40% down. This is a new kid on the block. It can still go lower possibly, but dang, we can get whole numbers of a 4 billion supply of a pretty top tier innovative technology here with Naoris. I've been looking for cryptos that can do post-quantum resistant or high cryptographic standards that are NIST aligned, that are as close to a full stack like the Big Star is. This crypto is very focused on privacy, very focused on machine-to-machine learning, right? Big-time machine-to-machine learning type of device. Making devices, whether it's your phone, whether it's your a ledger, whether it's, you know, your computer or anything, making devices and machines validators of this ecosystem. So Naoris has some very interesting things going on with it. I've been keeping my eye on this one for a good bit, and now feeling pretty confident talking about it to the Blue Foundation. So at 3 cents, negative 40% down in the past 90 days. Could go lower. Once again, I repeat, it could go lower, right? But 4 billion supply, 3 cents, negative 40% down. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable potential here for Naoris, right? Nobody's talking about this crypto. Absolutely no one, right? And we try to find those ones that no one talks about. Right, we're looking into some other cryptos. We're looking into our Quan platform, QAN platform, right? Or Quan X, I think is the ticker, QANX. But right now, Naoris has definitely got our target. I am accumulating some Naoris, right? I'm getting a handful of them at least. Coffee Money gets me close to gets me 100 plus of these, of a 4 billion supply for tech that has a lot of good things going for it. Startup on Netflix a bit ago. Don't know though. Yeah, somebody else was shouting out a startup right here, right? BBB. Somebody else was shouting out a startup on Netflix right here. Solo is tied to the number 6, and their all-time high 6-year anniversary of 6.58 is coming up. Ooh-wee! Gotta love that. Gotta love that, Moonfeather. Moonfeather bringing some of the esoteric stuff as well. Shout out to you, Moonfeather. Gotta love that little bit of information right there. Ooh, man, you're making me want to get like thousands of these Sologenic, man. Come on. Shout out to that. But guys, let me know what you guys think of Naoris. It's out there now. We're putting it out there for the Blue Foundation to do their little chomping and researching, and we'll get together again next stream or streams that follow. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think of Naoris. Naoris. Naoris Protocol at 3 cents, negative 40% down in the past 90 days. 4 billion supply, right? Very excited. Do it. Do it. Get thousands of Solo. Freaking just, we're going to flip the switch on Solo here. Blue Foundation's going to take over Sologenic and Corium as well, and Pulsara. We cannot forget about the SARA token. SARA. This thing came out during a bear cycle. People think it's absolutely worthless. That's to our gain, right? We'll be cashing out on the people who start to think it's worth looking into when it gets fat green candles, right? I think you get staking rewards with SARA. You get staking rewards with Corium. You get staking rewards with Sologenic. Gotta love it. Guys, thanks for hitting the like, by the way. Thanks to the 23 viewers. Thanks to, if we can get to 20 likes for this day stream, that would be amazing. We're streaming on a Saturday, trying to spend more time with the Blue Foundation as we can. And I'm so grateful to all of y'all for the support, helping us grow, helping us break through the shadow ban, guys. That's really what it's doing, right? We're shadow banned as heck. These streams, YT and X don't want people to know what we're doing, right? So your support, it recognizes action though. It recognizes hitting a like, it recognizes views, it recognizes the length of time that you're viewing, it recognizes donations, it recognizes the comments after the video. All this helps us break through the shadow ban and gives them no choice but to keep putting us out there, right? Go Solo. Yeah, let's go. Adios. No, hey, we're not adiosing just yet, 50 Cent. But yeah, there you go, 50 Cent. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. But Naoris Protocol, proof of security, consensus, making devices, validators, right, in the ecosystem, getting ready for a machine-to-machine world, has post-quantum resistant technology that is aligned with NIST standards. This is big. This is a crypto that's low cap that absolutely no one talks about. Right? But it has the speculation that I think would that, or, the traits that I think would draw speculation. They're looking to be a security infrastructure layer for layer 0s up to layer 3 blockchains. This is looking like a crypto that is a little bit ahead of its time, right? Once again, it's all potential here. Everything is speculative in this space. Naoris is just another speculative vehicle. We don't see true utility just yet. Maybe it's built for a world of utility, but I do like the specs, right? I do like speculating into some Naoris based on those specs alone, right? Based on the traits that Naoris has. So Naoris or RIS, Naoris, 3 cents, negative 40% down, 90 days, 4 billion supply, right? There's other cryptos that are a penny or less than a penny with a billion supply that are probably better opportunities to get more of, right? And that have more utility or proven utility. But Naoris, we're starting to put out there on the map, accumulating some, right? 3 cents, coffee money, gets me 100 of these at least. I don't have to ever think about it again, right? But I'm liking the prospects of what's going on here for Naoris, Naoris at 3 cents. Once again, the deep reds of the day today were Rose at a penny, negative 87% down, 10 billion supply. The blue Rose, privacy focused, smart contracts embedded with privacy, smart contracts separated from the execution layer, multi-layer consensus. XPL at 18 cents, negative 78% down, right? In past 90 days, 115 million supply for plasma. Right, starting to chip away a little bit here on plasma. PAC 007, negative 85% down, 1 billion supply. Hashback, part of the HBAR ecosystem, right? PAC is the center focus wallet of the HBAR ecosystem. It allows you to use the whole HBAR ecosystem in there. You can access the Saucer Swap, right? You can access the Saucer Swap app and do liquidity pools through it. You can do HBAR Suite. You can access their NFT marketplaces. HBAR NFTs might be something to look into, right? NFTs in general are going to be coming back in a big way. This is why we like SAND as well. SAND back up at 11 cents right now. SAND, I think like a 6 billion supply, somewhere around there, right? SAND is going to be doing things for gaming NFTs, man. I'm very excited to see what SAND is going to be doing. Gaming NFTs are going to be massive, right? Once games start going full-on blockchain decentralized, or you have AI generating these decentralized blockchains, right? Metaverses that are interoperable with each other, right? That's not too far away, considering how fast tech is evolving, guys. That's, I think, at most 10 years away when we start getting interoperable metaverses going on. Shout out to Lizard King dropping a $10 bomb on a Saturday. Much love to you, my dude. Thanks for helping us out. Shout out to you. Green Giant with the blue wrench. He's walking around with the massive blue wrench as a Green Giant, just bonking the red fudders on the head, right? Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Will the Clarity Act affect the spec run? I don't think so, Mozerps. I don't think, so far, I think what drives the speculation, I don't know if it's an act or something. Obviously, you do need to do KYC. You do need to be compliant. They are forcing that. They're going to be enforcing it even more, especially after cyber event. It's going to be no excuses, no tolerance, right, for anything that is not with KYC or, know your customer or some sort of compliance in some shape, way, or form. But I think speculation, as long as we're still in this traditional financial system that hasn't been fully compromised yet, I think speculation will still happen in the traditional financial system. There could be a twist. I don't want to speak too confidently about this, but there could be a twist where it's red, it keeps getting redder, right? And then we have the cyber event that makes it people just totally forget about digital assets because they're focused on other stuff because the cyber event affected their lives, right? And then it comes back, right? Crypto starts coming back in a different way, different shape, right? It starts being all about utility-driven speculation, utility-driven, driven investment, right? Eco-friendly driven investments as well, right? And then that's maybe where we see, a true bull run. But I think we got one spec run left in us, at least. It could be a multi-month, going into 2027. It could be, I think we got a big spec run left in us. I think we still got a big speculative run because they want to bring in as many of the sheeple, in my opinion. They want as many people to be aware of blockchain before they flip the switch, right? And chasing blockchain, right? Before they go into the next phase of deep breads, right? The crash, the cyber event, right? Gee, I think you'd be a good user interface designer, engineer, just saying. I appreciate that. Hey, maybe in the future, right? You just never know. I haven't, we have one idea for an app, but we just haven't been able to, we need to, before we start focusing back on Burner and stuff, if you guys remember Burner, RIP, but, we started hitting some walls that, obviously is going to have to start dealing with like, compliance and payment compliance and stuff like that, right? It's going to have to be very focused on, it's going to take a hell of a lot more of a budget than what I was, ambitiously going with, right? So we have ideas for, applications, of course. Hell, we've done a proof of concept through caffeine.ai of the platform, right? And it's freaking fantastic, right? But we just need to, regroup, step back a little bit. It's going to be a long road if we ever get to that, if we decide to even, jump back on that and embark it. But hopefully somebody out there can make an app like this, because I think, EMBER app already does it, right? EMBER app is already doing where you watch an ad and then you earn passive Satoshis for 24 hours. And then you can participate in games, predictions, do leaderboard stuff, I guess, right? But what would be even more awesome is like, while you're earning these Satoshis are also like, you're doing double impact to the blockchain. You're taking from the blockchain, you're getting passive amounts for your holdings, and then also burning some of the Satoshis to add pressure, deflationary pressure, right? That's what it's all about. Clarity Act goes into effect on 1/15. Interesting. So what is that going to mean? Are they delaying the spec run for the Clarity Act? Yeah, there's funding for stuff like that 100. No, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. We just got to we got to take the long road. We got to take the long road. XRP is going down, 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 and down, down, down. I mean, what's the price of it right now? Gizless or Giz or whatever his name is? Gautier? I'll just call you 55, man. What's the price of it right now? Did it crash to sub $1? Are we in panic mode, Gautier, or are we one of the people who didn't accumulate at like 20 cents, 10 cents, and now we're just negatively speaking about the crypto because we just hope it goes down so we can get some cheap XRP, right? I think low-key 55 is hoping XRP just goes down, right? So it can be cheaper. Count me in the dev team. There we go, my JR. There's funding for stuff like that. Yeah. And we already have an application that we can use as inspiration, right? The EMBER app, right? But the only thing we would add to it now is like you're burning supply also. So you watch an ad, you earn passive amount, and then a percentage of what you're earning is burning the supply. But you're still earning passively for doing nothing, for basically watching an ad. And we've told you guys how you can avoid the ads on EMBER app. You hit start earning Bitcoin. It does the countdown to the ad. The moment the ad opens up, just freaking close the program. Just swipe up, close the window, hit EMBER app again, hit start earning again, and then bam, you didn't even have, it's just seconds. Instead of wasting a minute or so of your life or whatever, you only take 10 seconds to do that whole process, and you're earning passive Satoshis. You can put predictions on the games, right? Once again, our referral code is in the description below. Appreciate everybody's support. We don't have a choice. They can wait. We can't. 2030 just so they can be right. Exactly, Lizard King. Exactly, man. They want to enforce their will, right? They want to enforce their power, right? They know people have overinvested. This is how they're going to try to shake out all the OGs who have just been throwing in money, throwing in life savings into this platform, testing their patience, right? Making them see new lows that make them panic sell even less, right? And then they get your freaking crypto. They buy up your digital assets. Any panic sellers, that's what the Blue Foundation is doing. We're buying up panic sellers, cryptos they don't want. Very well. We don't have a chance or a choice. Yeah, they're going to give us no choice, and we're going to give them no choice but to recognize this channel. It pumped a little bit, little for the full moon from $1.88 to $2. Yeah. Got a full moon today, right? Don't we have a full moon today? James Fulton, when you find out why Elon loves the word perseverance, guess the name of Johnny Depp's ship in Pirates of the Caribbean. Perseverance. Elon is Johnny Depp. There we go. He's Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Everything I do is just gonna, I wander around like a little drunkard, but it's just gonna work out in my favor. And I'm gonna be witty at the moment that I need to be the most wittiest. And then everybody will love me, right? I'm gonna drink rum constantly. Yep, they don't want us to have nice things. They want us to own nothing and be happy, right? They want us to just stay at home using their devices that they provide for us. That makes us feel so futuristic, right? This is why I'm trying to unplug as much as possible, man. I don't want to buy the newest toys. I don't want to buy the newest AI-enabled toys, right? I don't want to get the newest computer. I don't want to get the newest iPhone that's coming out. I'm not here to show off my wealth, right? That's an olden times thing, right? Where you show off your status by what you're wearing, what you have, right? I'm beyond that, right? I've been living this minimalist lifestyle that I'm sure, hey man, who knows what I do, if we do get a good amount of money, coming towards us, but damn man, it would be hard for me to change these ways. It would be hard for me because I've just gotten so used to it at this point, right? And I'll know the value of what I have and hold. Right? I wouldn't want to just spend it all willy-nilly, especially since I'm not the type of person who's going to be cashing out my blue chips during this bull cycle. right? I'll be cashing out some of my Tradle portfolio, some of the deep reds we bought over the summer, some of the cryptos that we're passively earning, on top of or staking, cashing out the staking rewards and cashing them out, not into cash, maybe some of them into cash to make my life a little bit easier, but cashing a good amount into, into gold, right? Into precious metals, into silver, into copper, right? Putting it into the precious metals, because precious metals still got a long way to go, man. The elite definitely want to try to make precious metals basically unobtainable in this new future. They want people to not be able to afford. They want people to just afford Roblox bucks, right? Or focus on little digital assets that accrue value, because they're not going to be thinking about going for precious metals. It's going to be too valuable. It's going to be too high, right? They want they want it all. Yeah, they want it all. And they want to V it all. Speaking of V, Block V, man, coming up back to a penny. Block V, gonna be one of those application layers, cryptos that we can't sleep on, right? Block V has a very tremendous use case. The only one dealing with digital object logic. You got VeChain, right? With its Internet of Sensors, Internet of Things. VeChain's gonna do some tremendous things, man. I love VeChain and Block V both at a penny right here, man. James Fulton. Yeah, they're already starting them on crypto, James. Without a doubt, dude. We've been talking about this for a good long while. This is why we're a big fan of metaverse cryptos like Sand and Atlas and Mana, right? You got kids. Dude, the moment Roblox decides to be a crypto, right? If they decide to make Roblox, a crypto, it's going to go free. I'm going to get some, man, because you're going to have nostalgia that all these kids growing up with Roblox are going to have for that freaking crypto. It may dump hard initially, but dude, if they start digitizing and tokenizing the Roblox arena and tokenizing the Roblox items, right? By the way, Sand is perfectly suited for something like that for Roblox. But yeah, they're already starting them out in the metaverse. The metaverse is the new level, the new age of social media. Social media just doesn't stop here, you guys, right? Social media used to just be little posts you can do. You couldn't even share photos, really, right? And then next thing you know, you start sharing photos. Next thing you know, you start sharing music and sharing, you have Spotify being a social media platform for music, right? You start having videos being shared. You have Instagram. You start getting all these new levels, right? The next levels are going to be metaverse, right? They're already having you, have your avatar for your Instagram, have your avatar for this, right? They're going to blend social media with metaverse, right? That's going to be the next level where you can do things in the metaverse, just like Ready Player One, right? You'll be able to go to concerts in the metaverse and feel like it's the real, or think like it's the real thing. At least it'll be more of an immersive experience than just watching it on a four-cornered screen. You'll actually be in the crowd, be able to look around on your headset, right? Being able to look around and feel like you're in a crowd, right? And then look ahead and see see prime Rolling Stones or prime Beatles performing right in front of you in that metaverse, right? Yes, Lizard King, it's always the children. If you guys have read 1984, right? 1984 said the children will be the ones who start the new way, right? They're the ones who will be proponents for the new beginning, right? The new ideals, the new ideology, right? Yes, AI will make us use digital ID so we can prove that it's really really us posting it. Exactly. Dude, that's why Sam Altman's so ahead of the game with the orbs, right? That's why WLD, WorldCoin, WorldChain, we're going for it with WorldCoin and WorldChain, right? Because he's being ahead of the game. That partnership and investment in XX Network for privacy, he's going to be able to sell that, hey, just because you're scanning your eyeball doesn't mean that you're giving us data. You have protection of your data with XX Network, right? This is legit just to make sure that you're human and not a bot, not an android that's trying to freaking mimic you, right? Or, whatever. You're going to have cell phones that are going to have that orb technology or something, right? That are going to just constantly be scanning your biometrics, your eyeballs and stuff like that to make sure that you're human, that you're doing what you're posting is genuine, right? That you're not getting deep faked, right? XRP, let's go. That's the global settlement layer right there, world free speech, without a doubt. People still sleeping on this project. People want to continue to sleep on this project and hate on it. But yet every project now that is drawing speculation is compliance focused, privacy focused, eco-friendly focused, payments focused, business focused, enterprise focused, bank focused, right? Oh, who started that? Who was the start of that, right? Yeah, just to make sure you're only human, right? There's nothing wrong with having nice things. We're not here to not enjoy nice things. Even if it's a Porsche, it's all one's mindset. Life's too short and our perseverance has been for too long. No, exactly, man. But it's also, I don't want to spend all my money as quickly as I got it, right? You know, and now that we have this new mentality where it's like, I don't need materialistic things to make me happy, right? This stops us from going on shopping sprees, right? This stops us from, you know, being very selective of what nice things we do absolutely want in our lives, just to add a little enjoyment, to add a little bit of enhancement, but not to feel that we need those nice things to fulfill us, right? More than human is dangerous for them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right. So yeah, that's why WLD WorldCoin has been very focused on that. Digital ID, we're going to demand digital ID because we're going to have so many bots impersonating us. You're going to have so many scams that are going on, so many glitches, so many deepfakes, right, that are happening that people are going to be like, dude, that's not me, right? And I'm getting freaking crap for it or something. This is, you know, scan my freaking eyeball and I'll prove it to you that that's not me, right? Web authentication. Yeah, that's the next level of web authentication for sure. Especially if you're going to have avatars representing you in the metaverse, right? If you have avatar, dude, you know, you don't want, you know, glitches or like, you know, a spam account that is copying your avatar and your likeness and doing things, right? There's not going to be room for that. It's a world. What do they say in the movie They Live? The moment he puts on the glasses and takes them off, right? When he puts them on, it says obey. When he takes them off, it says we're creating the transparent computing environment, right? Transparency, right? It's all about transparency. It's all about ones and zeros. It's all about you're either naughty or you're nice, right? We're going to demand this, though. Unfortunately, there's going to be an event, a catalyst. They're going to set up the problem that we demand the solution, and they already conveniently have the solution for it, right? MDT, measurable data token, exactly. Internet of Sensors. Dude, MDT has been hanging out at a penny forever. It's the most boring freaking crypto, right? This crypto does not go with the volatility at all. It has working sensors. It has the, you know, the M that they like to use. W is the upside down of that, right? W, wormhole. Loving W and wormhole as an interoperability layer play. But MDT as a hardware layer play, as a sensor layer play, as the Internet of Things play, MDT is looking very good. Measurable data token. Measurable data economy is going to be crucial. This is why we like Naoris as well. Naoris is doing things like measurable data, right, with its proof of security and making other devices, right, other machines, validators in the ecosystem, and sharing information constantly to improve the blockchain, to improve the security of the blockchain and other blockchains that are on top of it, right? So Naoris, man, that's why it was our new crypto that we added to the list here that we're keeping an eye out for. It's dumping down here in SoCal. Yeah, without a doubt, Marcus, we're getting heavy rains, my dude. We're getting heavy rains. Shout out to everybody's support here. Garlinghouse is a term used for 70s design. Guess who gave Ellen 4 million in XRP? Ellen or Elon? Yeah, dude, you're right. Right. Yeah, Ellen on the show. Yeah, Ashton Kutcher. He was on that 70s show. Yes, dude. Yes. James, I love what you're bringing in terms of those esoteric connections, man. That is fantastic. Garlinghouse is a term used for 70s design. Guess who gave Ellen 4 million in XRP? What show has Ashton Kutcher on that 70s show? Exactly, my dude. Ashton Kutcher. He's getting some coochie without a doubt, dude. He played Steve Jobs as well, right? Innovative tech founder, right? So you have Ashton Kutcher investing. Dude, think about how ahead of its time and how in the know these celebrities are with these digital assets, and then keep their mouth freaking shut, right? They get others to to chase pumps, to chase celebrity meme coins while they're accumulating the freaking infrastructure cryptos. Nuts, man. But great call out there, man. I love that we have other esoteric eyes, other golden eyes looking at these situations from different angles, man. That's the best when the community starts getting together. I'm so grateful for you guys. Shout out to everybody here. There's also Elon Reeve is, I think, the middle name for Musk, right there for Elon Musk, who's the creator of V token, right? Reeves, right? V for Vendetta, Block V. What's the name of the main character girl? Evie, right? Block V, man, very much a sleeper in terms of the object logic there. But hey, once again, the settlement layer is the one that will draw the most value, the most speculation, the most utility, and then all the other layers follow. Without this essential settlement layer with blockchain, all the other ones do not exist, right? All the other ones cannot be living to their full potential. Now, for the settlement layer to have its full potential, you need the rest of those layers to enhance the utility of that settlement layer. But you could still have the settlement layer by itself doing its thing in the traditional world, in this traditional way, right? But you need those other layers. You need the compliance layer. You need the interoperability layer. You need the security layer, right? The privacy layer, the compute layer, right? Smart contract layer, right? Application layer. New year equals new exciting times ahead, without a doubt, Quentin Miller. Without a doubt. Shout out to Quentin Miller. Shout out to the Green Giants coming on out today. Appreciate everybody's support on this stream. We had an awesome hour stream with you guys here. We're going to try to do a second stream hopefully today. So hopefully if you guys tune in, we're excited to just keep doing what we're doing here, spending more time with the Blue Foundation. But guys, that's our hour for today. I'm so grateful for the 30 viewers. Thankful if we can get to 30 likes for this stream before we stream next time. Hopefully we're going to try to do a second stream today, later in the afternoon at around 5 p.m. PST. So hopefully we get to tune in with you guys around that time and talk some more about deep reds, cryptos, esoteric connections with the cryptos and cryptocurrencies, subliminals and media, right, that are pushing for the new way, the rise of the Phoenix, the rise of a gold-backed society, right? Apple Records, Apple Computers, Steve Jobs looks like John Lennon. Look at Steve Wozniak, same square glasses. He looks like, wow, dang, that's freaking crazy, James. That is crazy. That is pretty silly, dude. Guys, I'm so grateful for everybody's support. And thanks for the donations, guys. Thanks for any donations on the way out. And thanks for Lizard King donating, my man. Shout out to you, my dude. Shout out to Martin. Shout out to our new mini green giant. Shout out to El Prey. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to any new green giants to the channel. And guys, that was a fun stream. Excited to see what the rest of 2026 brings along. Keep doing what we're doing here. Crypto is going to make us rich this year, without a doubt, Quentin Miller. Let's freaking go, man. Very exciting times. The year of the sun is not even here yet, guys. It's after the new year in February 17th. We still got a good month and a half to go until the official new year, the Chinese New Year and annular solar eclipse, the Ring of Fire day, right? This doesn't happen all the time, guys. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event where you get the Chinese New Year aligning on a specific type of eclipse, a Ring of Fire eclipse. That's not a full-on eclipse, right? And this Ring of Fire eclipse will be viewable, right? Will be viewable from, guess what? A place where only the elite can access, Antarctica, right? It'll be particularly viewable from Antarctica. Talk about the flip of the switch. Talk about the upside down. Talk about transferring value from the west to the east. I'm going to check the replay. G, peace. Shout out to you, VeChain Billionaire. We definitely talked about VeChain a good bit amount, man. Excited for VeChain at a penny. Loving the possibilities of VeChain. Actual utility for that blockchain. Proven utility of that blockchain. And it's still at a freaking penny. Let's freaking go. Guys, shout out to everybody here. Once again, thanks for start earning Bitcoin on your EMBER app. If you don't have the EMBER app, in the description below, you can use our referral code to boost your Satoshis per hour. And then, of course, when you sign up, of course. And then we have multiple addresses that people can donate coffee monies of cryptos to, selecting the address of your choice, Helps us out tremendously. We got our USDC base address, Ethereum address, Coinbase ID. We have our XPX addresses now, our native XPX address, and our Binance XPX address if anybody wants to donate. I am so grateful, you guys. Much love to all the Blue crew. Much love to the Blue Foundation, and hopefully we see you later today. I got homework to do, man. I got to check out Startup, the TV show. Right, this one's going to take me a while to get to, guys, but I'll definitely try to check it out. Order of the Blue Rose, right? We got to do more research on Order of the Blue Rose here. Energy trade token, we got to check that out on Hashpack, right? So we'll definitely do some of our research here, you guys. So grateful to everybody. Year started with that fire in Switzerland. Ooh, interesting. And then the UAE's biggest fireworks and drone show had a Phoenix symbolism starting out. They know what's coming, man. Fire and ash, dude. Avatar, Fire and Ash is out, right? But here we go, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. And thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. I'm going to keep trying. If you guys keep trying and we keep it crypto, we got the golden eyes. We'll see you guys in the Blue Castle. Much love. Adios.